This is from BBC. Europe. Italy proposal to jail vegans who impose diet on their children. Parents who restrict their children to a vegan diet could face a jail term if a controversial bill is passed by the Italian parliament. Such parents, the draft bill claims, are imposing a diet devoid of essential elements for children's healthy and balanced growth. It has been proposed by Elvira Savino of the center-right Forza Italia party. It follows a number of high-profile Italian cases where malnourished children have been taken into care. Yes, certain diets I can understand can malnourish children. I get that. However, though, to say that, oh, if you impose veganism on your children, you'll go to prison. Well, have these people looked up what veganism actually is? And they have. However, though, have these center-right people, these Italian conservatives, actually looked at the diet of veganism instead of trying to demonize it as the worst fucking thing in the world? I don't think they have. Anyway, in 4 cases over the last 18 months, malnourished children have been hospitalized in Italy after being fed a vegan diet. However, dietitians, such as American Dietetic Association, says vegan diets are suitable for children, but advise that care needs to be taken to ensure that children are receiving full range of required nutrients, in particular vitamin B12. Okay, so the American dietitians say, well, veganism isn't a bad thing for children, it's healthy, but they need B12 in their system. So what's the fucking problem? What's the fucking problem? If the parents want to start their kids on a healthy eating habit so that they can be healthy instead of gaining obese weight that a lot of meat eaters gain, yes, a lot of meat eaters get really heavy because of what we choose to eat. Look, we can eat hamburgers, we can eat hot dogs, we can eat cold cut sandwiches all day goddamn long. But that's going to transform into saturated fat. And saturated fat sits in your system and builds onto the good fat that you need to survive. And so therefore, that plaque buildup can give meat eaters like me and many others a heart attack. So what's so wrong with imposing an evil way of life onto children that's actually proven to be healthier? Anyway, doctors speculate in some cases that guardians of the hospitalized children may not have understood how supplement a vegan diet to make it may not have understood how to supplement vegan diet and make it safe for children. Well, that's understandable. Look, when you hear about these diets, yes, you do have to do your research on how to do the diet properly. And I understand that. But is it gross negligence on some of these parents' parts that they now malnourish their children? Yes, that's extreme gross negligence, and there should be lawful consequences. However, though, guess what? It once again, science has proven that veganism is significantly more healthy than eating fatty foods. Now, here in this article, they're putting what veganism is out there for those who have no idea. Veganism basically means no meat, fish, animal fats, or gelatin. No dairy products such as cow's milk, cheese, butter, yogurt, goat's milk, or sheep's milk. No eggs nor food containing eggs such as most corn products. No honey. And it continues the article. Now, keep in mind, I'm no vegan. I'm no vegan by any means. I'm a meat eater. I know the risk I take when I eat my diet. I definitely know the risk. Okay? I could have a heart attack any day. There could be plaque buildup in my arteries as I speak. But like I said, vegans, even though I may not agree with their diet, I may think myself it's a little crazy, but guess what? They are healthier. They are healthier. Anyway, Mr. Savino's proposed bill, Mrs. Savino's proposed bill, will be discussed by parliamentary committees before going to the chamber for debate, probably later this year, reports Reuters news agency. Meanwhile, 3 rival bills are on the table, all aiming to make vegan and vegetarian options more commonplace in Italian canteens. Oh, so that's a good thing. At least not all Italian parliament members are fear-mongering, idiotic people. In the preamble of Mrs. Savino's bill in Italian, she highlights the spreading beliefs in Italy of the substantial health benefits provided by vegetarian or vegan diet. Mrs. Savino, with all due respect, there's no belief system to vegetarians and vegans. That's like there's no belief system to eating meat. It's a way of eating. It's a way of life. It's the way you choose to eat. It's not a belief system. It's not like there's a church of veganism or a church of vegetarianism or a church of meat eaters. No, there's no belief system attached to it. It's a way of life. It's a way you choose to eat. It's not a way of life. It's not a religious belief. It's not a belief system. It's a way of life. Quote, there is no objection if the person making this choice is an informed adult. But you're saying people who impose veganism on their children are not informed. You may not be outright saying it, but you're subliminally saying it. And that's very clear. The problem arises when children are involved. Like I said, you're subliminally saying adults who are well informed of what the vegan diet is and they give it to their children as an alternative to eating meat and other fatty foods. You're saying that they're uninformed, but you're saying, oh, if it's only the adult making the choice for themselves, there's no problem. Hypocritical. The vegetarian or vegan diet is in fact deficient in zinc, iron, vitamin D, vitamin B12, and omega-3. While it's true that certain foods have those things, there are supplementary vitamins that their children can take. There are things called vitamins. Have you ever heard of them? Her draft bill aims to stigmatize the reckless and dangerous eating behavior imposed by parents. Yeah, she just called veganism and vegetarianism. She kind of linked them all together, apparently, as dangerous eating habits imposed by parents. No, people make those decisions themselves to be vegan or vegetarian, who pursue a vegan diet to the detriment of minors. These parents aren't giving their kids cocaine or crack or alcohol or pot. I mean, look, marijuana can help cure cancer, but I'm talking about pot in general that makes you high and all that. Look, if children at like the age of like 16 want to smoke pot recreationally, go ahead. But It's kind of child abuse at like 3 years old to give your child pot. That is true. However, though, look, it's not like they're giving them drugs or alcohol. They're just introducing their children to a healthier way of life to eat. What's so fucking wrong with that? Offenders may face up to a year in jail, rising to a maximum of 4 years, or the children suffers illness or permanent injury, and 6 years in the cause of death. Up to 4 or 6 years for imposing a dangerous eating habit. A lot of these people have a lot to learn, don't they? While some nutrition experts have challenged the validity of the bill, other commenters have cautioned that its imprecise wording means it could be used to penalize a far greater range of parents than vegans or vegetarians. For instance, the parents of obese children. Yeah, that's a perfect example. Look, you could have parents that feed their children meat products, and their children could get a heart attack at 3 years old. Oh, should the parents suffer 6 years of children? 6 years of prison for killing their child? For a dangerous meat eating habit? Some say better public health education rather than punitive measures would be more effective at improving child's nutrition. Yes, educate people on what veganism is. Educate people on what vegetarianism is. Educate people on what meat eating is. Let the people choose for themselves what they want to feed their children. And if the parents are smart enough, they'll know what supplements to give their children if that diet doesn't have it in the foods that requires for vegetarianism or veganism. Let the parents choose what's best for their children. Look, I get the government wants to help. I get that. However, though, government does not always know best. What's it with, governments for a long time banning DDT to kill mosquitoes because it would give people cancer? But now that the Zika virus is on the goddamn rise, people are taking a chance with DDT. Yeah, people are actually taking a chance with it because they know that's the only thing to kill fucking mosquitoes. And you still have people in the north, in America's government, who are saying, oh, it's too dangerous. Well, wait till Zika virus cases are on the rise in the north, and then see where your bitching and complaining about DDT is at now. But, yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope that, Italy doesn't pass this bill. I really hope they don't, because it's repetitive and stupid. It's going to cause more trouble than good. Look, parents should take care of their children. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If parents harm their children any physical way or nutritious way, if they purposely malnourish their children or even out of gross negligence, yes, there should be consequences. But if the parents know what they're doing, leave them the fuck alone. They're not harming their children. They know what they're doing. Leave them the fuck alone.